Okay, so today on our review, in episode number 4, we're actually going to do a well put together review. Today we're doing Mortal Kombat Vs DC Universe.
For the PS3. Alright, so we'll start off by jumping into the gameplay itself.
Gameplay, found it was pretty choppy. It was based a lot off the old Mortal Kombat games. Sluggish. It was a little bit more responsive than the old Mortal Kombat games, but still around the same lines.
Combos and fighting styles wise, everyone felt the exact same to me. You'd roll a button, press a button, and they just did a move. You had the same generic punches. There were no giant strings of combos you could do, no air juggles, no anything that any video game has been doing in the last 10 years.
Yeah, pretty much, 4-hit combo was max.
I think Lex Luthor had maybe 5, but it was just the same kind of E-Honda punches over and over again. It was really disappointing as far as the gameplay goes. And the story mode, I mean, you'll beat the game in 2 hours. It's really got not much of a story either. It even felt gross. The story just felt...
just kind of fell out of nowhere. Didn't make much sense at all, even though it was dealing with both a comic book universe and some completely random universe.
Yeah, the Mortal Kombat universe itself, the other realms or whatever they're called. Music, the score for the game, sound effects.
Music and sound effects, pretty low on the scale. They just kind of floated around in the background, just there to be there, pretty much.
Yeah, you never really heard anything outstanding. Nothing jumped out and was like, yeah, that's a cool song. I can't wait to get into that stage so I can hear that battle music again. Yeah, I don't even remember any of the music from it.
No, you won't remember any. If you like mundane, non-existent music, it
was just ambient. It was in the background to fill space. Voice acting was a little cheesy, a little campy. Didn't really feel like it felt right for some of the characters.
There's probably the only real person they got a decent voice actor for was the Joker.
I'll step aside, Death Joke. I hope you put up more of a fight than Blondie did.
But he's completely retarded, and you don't really need too much to do.
Everything about Catwoman's fucking character in that game pissed me off. Her outfit was stupid, her voice acting was terrible, her mocap sucked, her boobs did not jiggle nearly as much as they should have in that outfit. It did not make any sense. I hate that Catwoman. Why did they pick the one with the fucking goggles?
Well, I didn't realize you hated her that much.
Anyway, and on the note of breast jiggling, the physics in the game.
Physics are pretty bad.
Yeah, they were. They really didn't work on that very hard at all, did they?
No,
everything. And that jumps right into the mocap itself. Everything kind of felt forced. The pre-battle kind of, well, let's go. It was just, they were robots.
Go to punch a guy, you could be right up next to him and miss him.
You could be right up next to him and hit him. You could be right far away and hit him. It didn't make any sense. The grapples sucked.
Glitching? Lots of glitching.
Oh my god, was there ever. The worst collision detection glitch I think we ran into was the walls.
Oh yeah,
Smash them into a wall and instead of hitting the wall and sliding down and sitting down, they would kind of do this. It was fucking...
Oh, and if there wasn't air, most fighting games now have interactive backgrounds where you will actually hit the wall. If you're in a city stage, the one city stage...
Gotham, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think... no, it was Metropolis. And, part of the stage, you could throw him into the building. It was perfect. Hit the wall, and your guy would run after him, and then you'd have to do, both characters would have to mash buttons to see how much damage he took, and you just bash him clean through the building. But if it was the other side, instead of, hitting the building and, maybe just falling, he'd hit the air in front of the sidewalk.
Oh, that's always something that's bugged me in video games. Invisible walls. I hate them and I wish they'd die. Graphics for the game, since we're on the pretty walls and the destructible scenery in some very slim areas. Graphics were nice. They were very
Definitely.
well rendered.
Definitely pretty.
Very clay feeling, almost. Everything was very full-bodied and clay.
Shiny.
Yeah.
Very shiny.
Dynamic damage system, as I'm going to call it from now on, it was really nice. The more you beat the piss out of your opponent, the worse they look.
And, like, it worked perfectly, because it's not like, some of the ones you see now are just, you beat the shit out of them and, like, just things happen to them all over the place. If you hit them in the face, that's where they would bruise. If you hit them in the chest or something, first their clothes would rip, and then, like, they'd bruise and then get a cut, and it would bleed a little bit.
Yeah, it was really neat. Other than that, like, the level design was pretty cool. No complaints about that. Overall, the game looked really nice. If you want to watch somebody else play it,
Go for it.
it's not bad. That's basically what I did. I played a couple rounds, and I just couldn't take the fucking thing anymore. Online play.
Online play, pretty choppy. Sit there, I got into a match, fought a guy, and game just kind of stopped. He slowly slid back through the ring. Neither of us could walk until I exploded and died.
Other than that, it may just have been a connection error because my internet sucks. It could have been him dropping out of the game. We couldn't figure it out because I think the PlayStation froze.
I believe so.
I don't know. Online fighting games were never really seemed to be something I really caught an interest in. Overall score.
Overall score?
I myself give it a 5.56 best. This is somewhere in between bargain bin and rental.
Yeah, if it's a bargain bin, get it.
It wouldn't be a bad bargain bin game. You won't be seeing it there probably for the next month or two, because nobody will buy the damn thing. And people who do buy it will probably sell it back to Blockbuster. But yeah, it's definitely not a full-tier purchase. I mean, there was a lot of hype for it, and I'm glad that you rented it.
Yeah, it's a good thing about having rentals.
Play
something before you buy it.
Makes a lot more sense. I found that out the hard way with Final Fantasy X too. Oh, I'll never buy a game before renting it again.
But yeah, it's probably 6. 6 at the most.
Alright, yeah, and that's our overall review for that game. I don't know how much of this review we're going to be doing. I think it worked pretty good.
I think we're doing pretty good. If you think it's good, think we should do more of these, give us a few comments.
And if you like the other stuff where we're yelling at people online, we can always go back to that. I don't mind.
We can still do those anyways, but just tell us which one you like more.
I mean, hell, we could even do offline games like that too.
Just pick up the phone, call somebody, yell at them while we're playing.
We'll do that later. But yeah, that's it for this one. Yeah.
Dave and Pat signing off.